Hello everyone. So I hope all of you are doing good. And in this session, we will go through some of the recent updates from the Atlassian ecosystem. And in case you are new to this channel, we make regular videos on Jira and Atlassian tools. This channel, Sparks, this channel is basically for our company and the updates that we have for you to consume. But if you go to my personal channel, Ravi Sagar, you can find lots of videos related to Atlassian tools. So today we just want to go through some of the updates that are important and worth sharing. And there is always something happening in the Atlassian ecosystem, and we try to find out those updates that we think could be useful for all of us. The first update I have for you, and that is where I will probably spend some time, is about Rovo and Confluence. Now, Rovo is really good. It has become really good these days, especially when it comes to Confluence. Now, Rovo can be used to write or assist you with writing a document. Rovo can be used to summarize a document. It can actually do a lot of other wonderful things. But if you're not sure in the beginning how it can be used, Atlassian is pushing and trying to share different ways. And this post on the community, how Atlassians create with Rovo, is definitely a very good read. If you spend maybe 10-15 minutes, you can actually learn about these use cases. And this is not really important for admins, but also if you are just a user, maybe you are trying to figure out how Rovo and Confluence features can work together, and what all you can do. So there are quite obvious things, but things like you can generate a page with all the issues that are coming from Jira. Instead of doing it manually, you can actually just give it a prompt. And I've recently played with Rovo Rovo's ability to elaborate a document, because sometimes when you have to write a document, you're probably short of words. But if you're doing something Jira specific or Confluence specific, Rovo already has that information. So, for example, if you're trying to create a document talking about 10 best practices in Jira, right, and you just mention those points, Rovo can actually elaborate it. So this is something that I have tried personally. But if you go to this page, it's week 2 of skip the blank page a month. So I think they are trying to share how Rovo can be used to create content in Confluence. So this is something that I recommend that you go through. For example, if you look at the page here, it says they have been using how Atlassian product team creates with Rovo. So Rovo turns tense project posters and architecture talks into clear diagrams on a whiteboard for me. So Rovo can potentially work with a whiteboard. So the prompt here is create a whiteboard diagram that explains the main concepts from this project poster, link to a project poster or conference page, right? Break it down so a cross-functional team can understand the main concept. So Rovo can create, I believe, a whiteboard, right? And maybe this could be interesting. So let us go and take a look. So if you are maybe in your Jira instance, if you're by the way listening to this podcast, don't worry, you can always try it on your own Jira instance. So I'm just trying to see how this can potentially work. So let me open one of my my Confluence, a development version of my Jira, and I have here another meeting notes. Okay, some meeting notes here. So let us see what we can do. So here we have Rovo, and we will try to give it a prompt. Create a whiteboard based on this page, right? So this is the page. Also elaborate on a whiteboard 4 steps to create an issue or create an issue in Jira for the marketing team. Step number 1 is create a task. Step number 2, send for approval. Step number 3, review. Step number 4, approve, publish, something like that. I'm just trying something very quickly. So let us see what Rovo can do. And it is reading the page and it is probably doing something. And this, as per the prompt, I'm just using the word whiteboard. And by the way, we have created a couple of Forge apps using, not really using Rovo, but apps to do something with Rovo, right? You basically can create an agent. So this is something that you can do as well. So it says here, okay, we have this page ready, or maybe not ready. Let's just take a look very quickly. But it seems like it has done something, or it is doing something. Okay, so it is doing something here. Let us take a look. Okay, yeah. So not bad actually. It is actually creating the whiteboard. So this is really good. I'll probably make a separate video on this, but I think this will be super helpful. So I'll let you explore it on your own. So we also have some other use cases here, like how Atlassian research team creates with Rovo. So as a researcher, creates a database to organize user research findings and insights for new project X. Okay, and it is basically in the prompt telling Rovo to also look for the link or a link to a Loom recording. So this is something that Rovo can do. Then we also have this third use case, use the meeting notes from this page to fill out the template. Okay, so this is also interesting. How Atlassian campaign team creates with Rovo. As a campaign strategist, create a whiteboard. So yeah, Rovo can do quite a lot, and I think this page will definitely help. And I believe if you participate in this feedback, you can potentially earn some swag or $100 gift card. So why not? Okay, so give it a try. Okay, so let us move on. The next update that I have for you is about bulk actions on Trello. Now we all are familiar with the bulk update in Jira, and I think Trello is getting a lot of love recently from Atlassian. I think a few months back we also covered Trello, and I think they keep on increasing, different ways for the users to work on Trello, maybe do some bulk updates or bulk movement. So yeah, do take a look. I personally don't use Trello, or to be honest, I haven't used it in a while, but Trello is of course very popular. It was actually already popular when Atlassian acquired it. So for those people who are actually using Trello already, of course, you can expect these new features and go ahead and try it. All right, so let us move on to the next update, which is about the Bitbucket pipelines. Now, we have tried Bitbucket pipelines in the past, and we're still trying to figure out how we can use Bitbucket pipelines with our Forge app development. This is something that we have been doing internally, and I think Bitbucket is changing, by the way. Recently, Bitbucket, I think it was not recent, but sometime last year, Bitbucket announced that on 15th of March, which I believe is today, right? So on 15th of March, they will be deprecating their old billing system. So you have to, or you had to associate your Bitbucket account to an organization. If in case you haven't done it already, do that today, or maybe not today because you're watching this or you listen to this podcast or session or video on 16th of March. But if you didn't do it, then Atlassian will probably create, it must have created a new organization for you. But Atlassian is doing quite a lot on things like Trello and Bitbucket. Bitbucket pipelines, I think, is getting some new limits when it comes to variables and the way you can use those variables. I believe in future there will be a limit of 50 variables. So this is something that you need to be aware of. So yeah, I thought I'll probably share this. Then talking about the upcoming event on 21st of March, there is an event for Greater Noida. And in Delhi NCR, I think there are I think 4 or 5 communities. I know about Delhi and Gurgaon. That is number one. Then we have Noida, then Greater Noida, and then we have Faridabad, and we also have Ghaziabad. So we have too many communities in Delhi NCR region, which is fine, which is good because uh, it is always good to have a community where people can collaborate and they can learn from each other. I just wanted to highlight one thing that uh, just trying to share. We are always looking for talent. In case you are in Delhi NCR, uh, please reach out to me and send me a message on LinkedIn, and we can talk. If you are looking for Jira admin or Jira consultant role, then we are looking for you. Okay, going back to the event. So this event is all about Jira filters unlocked from search to smart automation. So I believe in this session, this is actually in-person session. So I guess in this session you can learn about JQL and filter subscriptions and how you can use the uh, the automations. So you can definitely learn a lot. So do consider going to this event in case you are free on 21st of March. It is in person and you will get chance to meet people. All right, so moving on, the next thing that I want to talk about is the blog that we posted recently, which was about uh, a strategy when you are trying to move to cloud. Now, I know a lot of companies, when they move to cloud, they have an option. They have an option where they want to move to cloud directly. And I'm talking about those companies where they have more than one instance. So, and this is actually not at all uncommon. There are a lot of companies where they had multiple Jira instances for some reason, especially for big corporates. And when you're going to cloud, one option is that you go to cloud separately. Like first Jira instance will be migrated to Jira Cloud 1 and so on. So basically on cloud you'll still end up with multiple Jira instances, but because you're doing it now, a consolidation, which is a big change for everyone, you might consider just migrating or doing a consolidation and just using one Jira instance moving forward. Now, when you do that, you have the option to do consolidation before or after. Of course, there are pros and cons when you're doing this consolidation. Usually, if you do it before, you can potentially save money because maybe your Jira Cloud or migration to Jira Cloud is not really like a quick activity. You have to spend time. Usually you have to spend time and you have to plan. So maybe if your migration to cloud is happening next year, so this year you might consider doing a consolidation of your Jira instances, right? Because you may have users or common. You might be paying for 2 Jira instances. It is always good to have just one. Of course, it is not always straightforward, but in most cases you can. And you can have, of course, maybe one more node, and you will end up saving a lot on licenses, right? So this is something that you can consider. So in this particular blog post and also a video, by the way, we made a video as well. You can learn about these things a bit more in detail. And in case you have any questions, in case you are trying to figure out the best way, you can always reach out to us. We can help you doing the initial analysis and creating a plan for you. And of course, we can also help you with the actual migration to cloud. All right, so that is it about the blog of the week. The last thing that I want to talk about is this unfortunate news from Atlassian couple of days back. I think it was, earlier this week when Atlassian announced that they are going to lay off 1,600 people. So which is, of course, unfortunate. But in this video, I just talked about my views on this and how you can, the thing is how you can basically be prepared. Because end of the day, you are working for some company, especially when you're working for a big company, you need to always ask yourself, can you be replaced? Can you be replaced by someone else? If not, then you're probably okay. But if you can be replaced, if you're not really in the top 1%, there's always a possibility that someone will come and replace you. And big companies can always fire someone or lay off people because they, for multiple reasons, but of course in this case I think Atlassian was talking about being profitable and AI. But the whole point of making this video was I want to help you get prepared for these things in future, in case, especially if you're working for a company, then you need to make sure that your skills are always up to date. And that is what I try to do on this channel and my other channel, where Ravi Sagar channel, where we share things, stuff related to Atlassian tools, so you can learn. So if you subscribe to our channel, you can expect to stay up to date. And these update videos that I make, or these sessions go out on Monday, 8 o'clock GMT, that is 1:30 before daylight saving, or 12 or 12:30 during summertime. But the whole idea and this video which I posted few days back, was just to help you and guide you and give you some pointers, because I have been through these things a lot in my life and in my career, and especially in the last 20 plus years I have been doing nothing but Atlassian work or things on Jira. So this video can be helpful. And if you're one of those people who are if you are one of those people who got laid off, maybe reach out to me. I might be able to help you. All right. Okay. So yeah, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about and share. In case you have any questions, please leave a comment or message me on LinkedIn. And by the way, we also have a newsletter. If you go to our website, sparksys.com/newsletter, you can subscribe and you can get these updates by email. Basically, in these updates we will share the links and relevant material. All right, that is it. That is all I wanted to talk about in this session, in this podcast. I hope you enjoyed listening to and watching this video, and you also found this interesting. All right, thank you very much. Bye bye.